you guys ever wondered to yourself, where's this world currently going to? Like, there's so much thing that's going on right now where people think it's right to do the things that they should be doing. Now look, I'm not here to say it's wrong. I'm not here to point fingers. I'm not here to judge. But I'm just here to basically guide you in the process and making sure that you do not make the same mistake that everybody else is making. So in this video, I'll be just going over a few things, such as where you as a man can continue being masculine in the feminine society that we currently have. Number one would be, your feelings actually do not matter. Like, your feelings don't matter at all. So say for example, you're in an environment where there's people and somebody's making you feel small, or somebody pointing you out for something, right? That individual right there is probably ignorant and most likely does not know what they're speaking of at the end of the day, and just want to attract the attention towards them. Now if you, a guy, or if you, an individual, where you let your emotions get the best of you, they're going to get out the reaction that they want you to give them at the end of the day. And in most of these situations, like 99%, I kid you not, like I've seen it happen before, because I struggle with this. Like, guys, you need to remember also another thing. On this channel, I'll be talking about things that I struggle with, that I'm currently changing, so that the both of us can keep ourselves accountable for the change at the end of the day. So, you're in a situation
currently operating a vehicle that you are not the owner of. Driver, step out of this fucking car now. Do not make me ask you again.
Sir, I will not reach for that door. I will not make any sudden movements. My hands are staying on this steering wheel.
Is there a problem, officer?
somebody's acting, somebody's talking about, look how this look, oh, look how you look, whatever, and they want to bring these things up. This person most likely, majority of the time, is intimidated by you and want to point you out so that they can get other people to do the same exact thing. That's basically what society does. They look at an individual that's trying to do a different thing and then they try and bring you down. Now, if you, an individual, or if you yourself care so much about your emotions, you're going to let it determine what your outcome is going to be. And your outcome could put you in a situation where it's even difficult for yourself to get yourself out of, because you've already given this person the reaction that they want. So you look bad and then they look good, because at the end of the day, you couldn't control your emotions. So now you're thinking to yourself like, yo Josh, so what is that? What can I do about this? Well, there's a lot of things that you could do in those situations. You could either tell yourself that you're about to walk out and then come back in and use your emotions, channel it appropriately, or you could find an activity on a daily basis where you actually channel your emotions better. What I try and do is I try and work out and I try gymming. So that's what I use to make sure that I don't let my emotions get the best of me. It's still a work in progress, but at least I try and do that as much as possible. Now currently at the moment I haven't been to a gym since this year began, but like look, there's always home workouts. I've been doing home workouts to make sure that I'm maintaining myself and just to keep some focus, guys. Like honestly, things aren't easy to do, certain things are hard to do, but you determine the outcome, and it's only by you that you can channel your emotions to doing the right and necessary things that will determine number two to making sure that you remain masculine in this feminine society would be facial hair. Like, yo, facial hair does a lot. Like, look, some guys look way better without facial hair, and you can actually pull it off, right? Remember, I'm not God. I'm not saying what's right and I'm not saying what's wrong, but I'm just giving out what worked for me and is working for me and can work for someone else. So facial hair is another thing. Like, I struggle with the mustache, but it's coming through. Like, it's coming through. Anyways, so as soon as I started like looking after my beard and making sure I connect it as much as possible, like it just unleashed a different side. Like people, like the attraction just increased. Like I was not as confident as I was as I currently am back then, but as soon as I got the beard, like my game changed, like my wrist changed, and the way I see myself actually changed. So get yourself a beard, bro. Like get yourself a beard. Not even if it's not a beard, get yourself a mustache. Like a mustache even does wonders to some people. Like I used to be young and I used to look at certain guys or male figures and I'd be like, yo, that mustache actually looks hard on that dude. Like, just get yourself like facial hair. Facial hair structures your face, it helps your face. I mean, it just helps creates like a form, like a nice proper structure, and women love it. Like they always want something to play with. I don't know, like they always love. They just find it attractive. It's scientifically been proven. Now, I know some of you have been saying, yo bro, I've been trying to connect my beard. These patches don't want to be going away. Like Josh, like help out, like what do I need to do? Well, if you check down the link below, I haven't used them yet. But from what I've seen, because I'm always researching, I'm always looking at and always seeing what's working. The link down below with e-grooming, they do have the derma roll, if you guys check e-grooming's link down below, you're able to see that they have the derma rollers as well as the oils and the syrups that you can actually use on your face. I remember I used to get from my barber, like my barber would hook me up with the beard oils and whatever. So you like use stuff that can you actually rub on your face, and the derma roller as well. It actually helps grow the beard and also close down the patches that you have on your face. This is a suggestion, bro, but like if you want to keep on being masculine. Number 3 is actually my favorite one, creating adversity for yourself. Now that's when you create hardships and difficult moments for yourself and get yourself out of that situation. You need to think to yourself and tell yourself, how am I going to get myself out of here to become successful or to become the best I can be in this current circumstances or the situations or whatever I'm currently facing. So you need to put yourself through that, and only once you put yourself in those predicaments or in those tight spots, you will be able to determine how you're going to get yourself out of it. So, for example, currently at the moment, I wish to move up. I'm 22 years old, turning 23 soon. I've told myself that I need to move up because for me, living with my parents is not holding me back. I wouldn't say it's also holding me back, right? Because that's just an excuse. But I feel that I'm at the point where I need to get myself out there, put myself through those difficult and tight positions so that I'm able to determine how am I going to get myself out. Because if I'm staying with my parents all the time, I know I'm going to come home and there's food to eat. I know I'm going to come home and if I can't get to X, Y, and Z tomorrow, I can just go ask my dad. Do you understand where I'm coming from? Because there's always support, there's always something I can lean on to. Right? Majority, 99% of males out there that are successful, they went through the hardship, they went through the tough moments, they went through the nights where they couldn't sleep, they went through the nights where they didn't know where they were going to sleep, they went through the nights where they didn't know what they were going to eat. And that's why they are successful right now, because they put in the work. They had no other option. They literally had no other option. And that's why they are able to get out of it, because they know what it means to struggle. They know what it means to be in a tight position. Life isn't easy, so you got to get yourself into that tough positions or that tough moments so that you can get yourself out of it and learn from it and analyze what you're going to do next, analyze what you're going to do after, analyze what's to come before it even comes. That's all you got to do. Create adversity for yourself. You will see what it will be able to do for you. Number 4 is creating competence. Now, competence is making sure that you as a male, that you as an individual, now this can go out for males or women out there. If you would like to be that 1% high valued individual, you got to make sure that whatever you're doing, you're the best at it. You got to make sure that whatever you're doing, you become the best at it. Yet you're confident in when you're speaking, you're confident in what you're doing. So becoming the best out of what you're doing is how you're gonna make it. For example, let's look at Lionel Messi. If you watch his interviews, and I mean his interviews from like way back, or if you watch his character and the way he was way back, right? He was good. Like Lionel Messi has talent in what he does. But if you watch him from where he was that skinny, lanky dude. Like he seemed a bit shy, seemed a bit awkward in front of the camera. He's always quiet, never hear him speak that much. But like, look at him now, after 7 Ballon d'Ors, after a World Cup, after winning for his national team, you know, he's able to like talk the talk. He's able to talk the talk because he knows what he's doing. He knows 100% that there's nobody else that's better than me. He can be the person that he wants to be. He can be the person he is currently the person that he's desired to be. So there's competence. So if anybody needs him to do anything, he can do it. When it comes to football, he can do it. Currently at the moment they're putting 400 million down for him by a Arabian team for him to go back there. And I heard some news about FC Barcelona wanting him to go back there as well, because they know that once he plays his last exhibition game, he's gonna make a lot of money out of revenue just for people coming to watch that game. They know for the fact that look at that game's gonna be an expensive game, or they're gonna make a lot of money out of that game because a lot of people are gonna come watch it, because they know he's the best at what he does. So become the best at what you're doing and focus your mind in becoming the best at that specific thing, and then you've built confidence. And last and final, don't let society fool you. Don't let society fool you. Now, I'm need to be selective with my words over here, because I don't, like I said, I don't want to get myself cancelled. I'm not here to say what's right, and I'm not here to say what's wrong, right? But at the end of the day, there's so much wrong going on around that everybody thinks it's now become right. It's a classic example. As soon as something wrong becomes a norm, it then becomes a right, because everybody's doing it, so everybody feels that, look, I gotta get myself in there because every single person is doing it. That is society fooling each and every one of you that's watching this video currently right now. Look, it's fooled me. It's fooled me countless of times. Like, I've thought so many times that certain things are right. I've done it before. I've regret doing it. I've learned from doing it. And this is why I'm currently here. This is where I'm currently right now. So I'm just trying to say, don't let society fool you into thinking the wrongdoings is the right doings. Because if we must look at so many historical factors that speak against a lot that's happening, is facts. But that's not a book that I want to open up for this video. But look, guys, if you guys found this video informative, like, comment, and subscribe, and share with somebody that you feel needs to hear this. That's enough for today. See you guys next time.
I should fuck her.